as to moving down a square to this one. These two can't be a 1 because that's a 1, and that one can't be a 1 because that's a 1, and that one can't be a 1 because that's a 1, so that's a 1. Welcome to the left coast. Tonight I'm just going to do a quick Sudoku video. Got my book out. My last Sudoku video I did, I tried the wooden version that I bought online, which worked pretty good, but I thought for tonight, I'm just going to go back to the traditional paper and pen, which I quite enjoy as well. So, let's get right into it. Okay. So, puzzle number 27. So, quickly, Sudoku. If you're not aware, how we solve these is that each square of these 9 squares has to have the numbers 1 through 9 without repeating. As well, each row all the way down and each column all the way across have to have the numbers 1 through 9 without repeating. And so we have to use the numbers that are there to figure out where the rest of the numbers go. So, anyway. And like I've said in my other Sudoku videos, I just sort of narrate what my brain is thinking, and I kind of bounce all over the place, and as I figure these things out. Yeah, so I'll do my best to narrate what I'm thinking, and yeah. So anyway, let's see. So this square needs a 1, and I know it can't be either of those because that's a 1. So it has to be there, but I don't know which one yet. But transferring that information over to this one, I know that there's a 1 here, so it can't be here. And I know there's a 1 there, so it can't be there. So that's a 1. Okay, so moving down a square to this one, these two can't be a 1 because that's a 1, and that one can't be a 1 because that's a 1, and that one can't be a 1 because that's a 1, so that's a 1. Let's see, I don't know if there's anything else I can do with 1s at this point. Okay, so there's only 2 left in this top row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it needs a 5 in this row. That can't be a 5 because that's a 5. So that only leaves that one. 6, 7, 8, and then 9 is the only number left in that row, so that has to be a 9. Now transferring the 9 down, there is a 9 already in this square, so that means that I know that can't be a 9 and that can't be a 9 because the 9's are just put there. And this can't be a 9 because that's a 9. So that's a 9. Transferring this over to the left, those can't be a 9 now, and that can't be a 9, it has to be one of these two. Can't be that one because that's a 9. So that's a 9. So now that tells me that one of these two has to be a 9. But I don't have enough clues just yet. So, we keep looking. Okay, so this square needs a 3. It can't be there because that's a 3. It's got to be one of these two. And it can't be there because that's a 3. So that's a 3. So let's just check this one. 1, 2. It needs a 2. Could be either of those. 3, 4. And the 4 could be either of those as well. So that doesn't help us. Okay, let's see. Okay, here's one. So this square needs a 6. It can't be in either of those two because of that 6 and that 6. It's got to be one of these ones. It can't be there because that's a 6. So that's a 6. So 1, 2, 3. That's got 6. Okay, those have 6s already. 7, 7, 7 is here and here, so one of those has to be a 7. But I don't know where the 7s are down here, so that doesn't help. Let's look at this square here. It's only got 2 left. Oh, I already did that. 2 and the 4, right? Okay, let's look at this one. 1, 2, 3. Can't be there. It's got to be one of those 2. Don't know yet. 4, 5 can't be. Okay, there we go. 5 can't be in either of those 2 because that's a 5. So that's 5. 6, 7, 8. 8 could be in either of those. Okay, let's see. Oh, this column here, I'm sure you've been yelling at your screen, only has one number left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the only number left. Okay. Let's look at this very bottom row. So it needs a 1, it can't be there because that 1, and it can't be there because that 1. So that's a 1. It also needs a 2. 2 could be there or there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 can't be there because it has to be there, which means that has to be a 2. Which means moving up, this 2 and this 2 cover here and here. So that has to be a 2, which means coming across that can't be a 2. So that has to be a 2. So that means that has to be a 4 because it's the only one left. That was kind of quick and all over the place, but hopefully you followed. Sometimes my brain just does that where you get one and it sort of just connects through to all the other ones. Let's do the center row here. 1, 2, 2 can't be there because that's a 2, and it can't be there because that's a 2. So that's a 2. 3, 4. 4 could be there or there. 5. I don't know yet. Okay. Let's see. Let's go with this column here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 can't be there because that's a 5, but it could be here or here. 6, 7. 7 could be here or here. 8 and 9. 9 has to be in one of those. Don't know. Okay. Let's see. Let's do this middle column. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excuse me. It's been a long day. I was up really early this morning. Yeah, that's another story. But anyway, I was up at like 4 a.m. and so yeah, it's been a long day. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that can't be a 4 because this square already has a 4. So that's a 4. And 5 is the only number left. So that's 5. Okay. Looking at this square, it needs a 1. It can't be there because that's a 1, so it's got to be one of these 2. Don't know which one yet. 2, 3. 3 also has to be there. So now I know that the 1 and the 3 are here. So whatever number is left has to be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a 7. Which makes the 7, if I take a look at that 7 and that 7 across, that means the 7 in this one has to be in the middle row. It can't be there because that's a 7. So that's a 7. Okay, and 1, 2, 2 can't be there, so the 2 is here. 3, 4, there's a 4. Because the 4 can't be here, because that's a 4. So that's a 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1 and 2. But I don't know which one's which yet. Let's do this vertical column here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 can't be there because that's a 5. So that's a 5, which makes that a 5, because now I know that that's not a 5, because that's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the only one left. Okay. And then there's only one row left in this column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the only one left. So that means in this square that can't be an 8 anymore, because that's an 8. So that's an 8. 1, 2, 3 is the only one left. 1, 2, 3 has to be one of these two, don't know yet. 4 has to be one of those two, but I don't know yet. 5 can't be there. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. That one doesn't work. Okay, let's do this middle row up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 7, 8. Okay, that can't be an 8 because that's an 8. So that means that's an 8, which makes that a 6 because it's the only number left. Let's see, and now this one needs a 1. It has to be there. That can't be 1 because that's a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So, let's see. 1, 2 can't be there because that's a 2. So one of those is a 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm not gonna worry about that one right now. Let's do this middle row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that can't be a 5 because that's a 5. So that's a 5, which makes that a 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 has to be here or here because that's a 5, so that can't be a 5. And now that's a 5, so that can't be a 5. So that's the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 can't be there because that's a 7. So that's a 7. 8 and 9 is the only one number left, which makes one of these a 9. It can't be that one because that's a 9. So that's a 9. Only one number left, and it's the 1. Okay, there's only one number left in that row. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the only number left. Okay. 1, 2, 3 could be either 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Has to be there because that's a 9, so that can't be a 9, which makes it a 3. Okay. Let's do this middle row in the bottom section. So this row needs a 1. It can't be neither of those because that's a 1. So that's a 1, which makes that a 2. So that means the 2 can't be in either of those spots. It must be in one of these. Can't be there because that's a 2. So that's a 2. And there's only one number left in that row. 1, 2, 3 is the only number left. And vertically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is the only number left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the only number left. There we go. And that's how you solve Sudoku. So, anyway, I only have time for one puzzle tonight, so that's all I'm going to do. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I did as always, and until next time, have a good night.